Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Accesso Shower Center. And good evening to those watching on MASL TV. Tonight, it's an MASL Pacific Division matchup between the Ontario Fury and the Tacoma Stars. I'm Stars Public Address Announcer Randy McNair, along with Tacoma Stars coach and general manager Darren Sawatsky. Darren, as always, thanks for joining us. Well, if fans had any questions about why Tacoma is called Grit City, I think the last game against Celeste de Sonora before the winter break is a perfect example. The Stars won in a thrilling overtime victory. This coming a day after the Stars lost 10-4 in front of a great crowd. It seemed like the season was all but lost at that point. But, Coach, we're going to jump right into it. You put together a lineup that we really haven't seen too much this season, the season before, and those guys came out and they fought hard and they won.
Yeah, that group of guys, most of them have zip codes that are familiar to the people in the stands. They understand what it means to have pride in what you do, and the Saturday game wasn't indicative of who and what we are, so I rolled out the locals and they rewarded us for it.
Coach, they not only had to play against a team that scores a lot of points, but they had to play against Frank Tayu and a goalie that's really good. Also, a game that was incredibly physical, one of the most physical games I've ever seen here at the Shower Center.
This league itself is very, very physical. We're sometimes games you have to lay it on the line a little bit, and, the guys did that. I expect the same tonight against Ontario.
Coach, if there was an Iron Man award to give out, it probably would have been Duncan McCormick took a hard shot to the head. And I'm just curious at how that conversation went with Duncan at halftime when he told you, I want to come back in.
Well, there's really no conversation. It was foregone conclusion, and I knew it. And he said, I'm ready to go. Just let me get my stitches. Duncan comes from a good gene pool, and I have a term that I use when I talk about players. You can't fight the dinner table. His dad was tough as nails, and Duncan's just an extension of that.
Well, after that big overtime win, the Stars made a big signing. They signed Nick Brer, coming from the Knights. Kind of interesting on the timing of this coming after the Stars kind of saved the season, and also right before he's playing against his former team, the Ontario Fury. Coach, what is Nick going to bring to this team?
Nick's a guy that we've known for a long time. We've played against him a lot. He and I have talked. We're friends. Nick is a complete indoor soccer player, futsal player, beach soccer player, which means he's going to add a dimension to our team that didn't necessarily exist. He can play both sides of the ball, and he can score or create chances from pretty much anywhere on the field. In terms of timing, there's no secret here. When you're not scoring more than 5 goals a game, it's time to make a change when you're getting to the middle of the season, and we did that. We hope Nick's the answer for us.
Stars also signed Eddie Na, a name that I've announced several times at the Tacoma Soccer Center for the Stars Reserves. Coach, you feel that Eddie's ready for the show?
I do. Eddie's got a little bit more work to do to break into the lineup, but in terms of being part of our team, he's earned it and he's done it. Eddie's spent some time in the local leagues. He spent some time with the Sounders U23s with me and with the Guam national team. He went through the EAFF last year with me, and he just keeps growing incrementally. He's similar to Derek Johnson. He's got to add a little bit of bite at the professional level, which Derek has done. As Eddie does that, he'll find himself in games.
Coach, let's talk about tonight's opponent, Ontario Fury. They sit in second place in the Pacific Division. You're sitting in third, a couple games back. This is a team that you guys handled pretty well last year, beating them in 2 of 3 games. Coach, what's different about Ontario this year?
Bernie Lillois stepped away as the head coach. Norberg's in as the coach. He's a nice guy. He's got a little bit different take on the game. They're playing a little bit differently. But the reality is, San Diego is the class of our division. They always have been from day one. So we're always chasing them, and it's always been us in Ontario fighting for that second spot into the playoffs. And, I expect burners for games against them, and tonight's not going to be any different.
And it will be a fight for the playoffs. Ontario and Tacoma, they always go after each other for a playoff spot. And tonight it continues. It's the first game against Ontario this season. Stars always shine bright. Even when things seem like they're getting dark, the Stars keep fighting. That's why they call us Grid City. It's the Stars and the Fury coming up next. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the field and help me welcome a very special guest of the Tacoma Stars. Put your hands together for 8-year-old Zane Watson. Zane attends Griffin Elementary and is in the 3rd grade, where he is already learning Spanish and computer coding. His favorite food is chicken wings, and he loves making dolphin noises. I'm intrigued. Zane, if we had an extra mic, I'd have you give us a sample. All right, buddy, Line that ball up with the center of the goal and fire away. What a kick and what a start to tonight's game. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Zane Watson. Thanks for joining us, Zane. Your attention, please. Now entering the pitch, tonight's referees from the MASL. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to announce tonight's rosters. First, for the visiting Ontario Fury, midfielder number 9, Ji-Ho Lee. Midfielder number 14, Andy Reyes. Defender number 2, Jose Gonzalez. Defender number 3, Marcus Jordan. Forward number 15, Tino Nunez. Midfielder number 19, Jin-Ho Kim. Midfielder number 11, Juan Carlos Gonzalez. Defender number 21, Maicon de la. Defender number 7, Juan Gonzalez. And now the starting lineup for the Ontario Fury, starting with forward number 10, Leonardo de Oliveira. Midfielder number 30, Douglas Lima. Midfielder number 17, Francisco Cordero. Defender number 23, Israel Cisse. Defender number 18, Thiago Goncalves. And at goal, number 1, Jose Miranda. Your head coach for the Ontario Fury, Dallas Peterson. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2017-18 Ontario Fury.
Tonight, boys. Let's go get it, huh? Stars on 3. 1, 2, 3, start!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get on your feet, make some noise for your Tacoma Stars. Forward number 14, Vince McCluskey. Forward, number 9, Derek L.G. Johnson. Midfielder number 28, Steve Moe. Midfielder number 8, Philip Budd. Midfielder number 6, Duncan McCormick. Midfielder number 11, Jamel Juice Cox. Defender number 4, Troy Peterson. Defender number 5, Trevor Jensen. Defender number 2, Chase Hansen. And now the starting lineup. Welcome to Tacoma. Forward number 22, Nick Torreira. Forward number 17, Joey, the Silent Assassin Jason. Midfielder number 7, Rafael Fox. Defender number 20, Evan McNeely. Defender number 23, Alan Montiel. Your stars are led by Dylan Sawatsky. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your Tacoma Stars. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise.
Kindly remove your hats and join us in honoring America and those who protect it with the singing of our national anthem. Performed tonight by Ridgewood Elementary.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous Ladies and gentlemen, Ridgewood Elementary.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the ShoWare Center for tonight's game between the visiting Ontario Fury and your Tacoma Stars. My name is Brandon Sparks. Well, maybe we'll give you a little flashback before we get going here.
Hey, I hear your voice.
Keats into the corner. Reynolds, man goes down. Shot, goal! Mike Reynolds! 5-4 Stars! And Mike Reynolds does it again! The game winner last night, and the inlet pass came in. He took it off his chest and beat Ronaldo in the lower corner once again. You can see Keats with the pass in on the run. Reynolds gets it down off the chest and in to the lower right corner. Past the diving Ronaldo. And with 39.3 seconds to go, the Stars are winning 5-4.
Boy, I talk a lot, don't I, Brandon?
Are you ready?
So there you have it. One of the last times they played Ontario, that big winner by Mike Ramos. And we are just about ready to kick things off. Let's take a look at these starting lineups. First for the Ontario Fury. In goalkeeper, number 1, Jose Miranda. Number 10, Leonardo de Oliveira. Number 17, Francisco Cordero. Number 18, Tiago Gonçalves. Number 23, Israel Cisse. And number 30, Douglas Lima. For the Stars, number 7, Rafael Cox. Number 17, Joey Jertson. Already a quick attack. Evan McNeely, shot by Jertson, headed just off the side. Pereira's first shot, first opportunity, another just peppering the goal. And the saves made by Miranda finally takes it down. Number 20, Evan McNeely. Number 22, making his debut for the Stars and gets a shot right away, Nick Pereira. Number 23, Alain Matingu. And number 24, Danny Waltman in goal. Once again for the Stars, has not missed a start since joining the Stars 3 seasons ago.
And welcome to the Stars, Nick Pereira. And boy, he had an opportunity to start his career off with a bang as he just missed the header there on the early breakout by the Stars.
Pereira comes to the Stars after a short stint with the Syracuse Silver Knights. He played for the Ontario Fury as well in the past. And now the Fury plays it all the way over to the other side. That is Gonzalez, Juan Gonzalez. He'll play it back. Cisse into the near corner. Nunez will lay it off right into the middle. Ooh, a little bit of a touch there by Hansen, a little dangerous. Shot into the legs of Waltman, fed into the middle, blocked by Cox. The Fury will keep it in. And now the Stars will have a restart. Peterson will play it back to Danny Waltman. Again, my name is Brandon Sparks, joined tonight by John McGlamry. John, hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
New year, new look for the Stars. They've got some work to do to get back in playoff contention as they are a game and a half behind Ontario right now. Make it 2 games behind Ontario.
Some big names missing from the Stars lineup tonight. No Dan Antoniuk. And no Alex Megson.
No Joseph Kyrell either.
No Joseph Kyrell, and also no Robert Palmer, as he is still coming back from an injury. Actually, he's got a while to go with his injury as well. So.
And his brother Ramon not playing.
And Ramon also, not his brother.
No, not his brother.
Nope, not his brother. They went.
Gracious.
They grew up in Kingston together. McNeely now. Grew up in Kingston together. Went to Park University together. Played for all the same teams in the MASL, and yet they are not related.
Just an assumption by me, and a bad one at that.
McNeely now will dump it into the corner. Pereira to Peterson and over to Cox. Tried to feed it in the middle, but not really anybody there. And now the Fury. Dangerous ball across. Pereira gets a little touch on it, and it goes up into the Stars bench. 11:48 remaining. Cisse to Gonzalez. Now back to Cisse, right in the middle of the brand new CHI Franciscan Health center circle. Gonzalez. Played all the way back to Cisse again. Being patient are the Fury. Fury tonight come into tonight's game 5-4. Little trip. Oh, not a whole lot there, but Nick Pereira gets called for it. That's the captain. Cisse goes down. Now they'll play it quickly. Shot. Waltman ducks under it. It hits off of the board, and then Waltman gloves it as McNeely did a nice job to shield the ball for him.
Made sure to get a touch to it off his body so it wasn't a
that was
pass.
There was a little bit of a question. I think everybody had a little bit of a question there. Now McCluskey. And now Philip Lund. Philip Lund, who leads the Stars in goals with 8 this season, is tied for first in points. He doesn't have an assist, so he has 8 points. Meanwhile, Joey Jertson has 4 goals and 4 assists. 8 points as well. Waltman. Now Matingu has it. Put it into the middle. Little touch, gets around. Into the corner. Can't get the shot off with McCluskey as it bounced up. Now Cox trying to keep it in. Play it off the board to Hansen. Hansen to Cox in the middle. Takes a look around. Matingu will run off. Peterson back on. Also Corey Keats missing tonight from the lineup. So quite a few names, quite a few starters and guys who've made big starts for the Stars missing from the lineup tonight.
And it's always tough to pare the lineups down to 15 when you've got multiple options at every position like the Stars do. So sometimes some tough decisions have to be made.
McCluskey. Now to Peterson, and now back over to McCluskey. McCluskey, the double team, and gives it off to Peterson. Peterson will take a look. McCluskey comes all the way back, but they'll play it out to Waltman. The bass drum of the Satellites in full effect tonight here at the Showwear Center. The supporters group for the Tacoma Stars. Now Waltman will send it deep. That's Pereira. Little ball off of his head. Turns it into the middle. And he will turn and take a look again. He gets a turn, a little heavy. Ball off of the leg, and now Cisse, the double team over on him, and played into some space for Gonzalez. Juan Carlos Gonzalez. Now Lima in the corner. Now right into the middle, lays it off. Oh, a little touch. They got it out of there. Pereira up into the air. Down into the corner. That's Lund. Lund with the shot off of the leg and up into the netting, so the Stars will have a restart. 8:28 remaining here in the first quarter. Stars 0, Fury 0. Now Joey Jertson with the restart. Plays it back to Lund. Shot just a little bit wide. Pereira trying to control it. Now Matingu. Shot into the boards. and Fury come up with possession.
Yeah, and it looked like Tino Nunez was going to be able to break out, and he went to the bench for a substitution instead, so Ontario forced to play it back, and now Miranda with it on the inlet, headed out of the way by McNeely up to Pereira.
And that ball off of Pereira goes into the stands. And it looks like we have our first timeout of the game, so it's 7:55. We will take a timeout as well. No score.
Definitely bluegrass. I didn't hear that banjo rolling.
So Ontario ball with 7:55 remaining here in the first quarter. Down into the corner. Off in the middle. Shot off of the back. Nice block by Chase Hansen. We'll go all the way back to Miranda. Stars 3-6 on this season. Coming off of a, it's been a while, but they coming off of a split with the Sonora. One of the best games in Tacoma Stars history, the Corey Keats game winner, the golden goal. That was just a fantastic play from Rafael Cox, or was it Jamail?
It was Jamail.
It was Jamail, yeah.
And it came from nothing because they were getting dominated in that overtime
Absolutely.
period. And Keats made a block. It came to Jamail. He played it off the wall right into the feet of Keats. And the rest, as they say, Brandon, is history.
Trying to start 2018 off against the second place team in their division. Now a turnover. Stars. Pereira. He thought about the shot, keeps it. Oh, just couldn't quite get a hold of it. And now the Fury will take back possession.
And you talk about that win against Sonora. That was an important win, but looking at the schedule, they've got their next two games against the Ontario Fury. You win both, you're tied with them in the division. If you lose both, you're 4 back of the playoffs.
Drive into the middle, shot, goal. Waltman went out, and the pass, a perfect one to De Abreu, and he buried it. 1-0 Ontario.
Yeah, just as I say that, Micon just sitting in the right place, gets the pass. Nobody there to stop it. Slots it home in the back of the net. 1-0 Ontario.
Everybody gambled on the man driving into the middle there. Nobody covered the back post. So 1-0 Ontario. 6:25 remaining here in the first quarter. Yeah, like you said, I mean, these are huge games for the playoff life of the Tacoma Stars.
And it just doesn't get any easier for the Stars. January 11th at Ontario, January 12th at San Diego. So 3 really important games next weekend.
And it was Leonardo de Oliveira who gets the assist on that last play. He was the man that everybody, including Waltman, collapsed on.
Understandably so.
So now Miranda into the near corner. That's Nunez. Peterson trying to stand him up. The pass across. Lima Puts it right off of McNeely's legs. Now Joey Jertson will try to get something going. He plays it back. McNeely sends it up deep to Peterson, who will touch it back to Rafael Cox. And now to McNeely. McNeely brings it up. And Pereira just has the man jump, and he's going to get called for the foul. It's a little more effort there from the Ontario player. That is Gonzalez. I think that's Pereira's second foul of the game.
It is.
Number 22, that's Nick Pereira, his second foul tonight.
Now played back. Into the middle. Oh, he just couldn't get quite a piece of it. Into the corner. The double team. Lund trying to get that. Pereira. That ball is a handball for sure. Yep, they get it. Took a moment, but that was a pretty clear one.
Yeah, handball on Francisco Cordero. He's the guy that missed the, I'm not going to call it an open shot, but a very potentially easy goal there by Cordero.
Yeah, it was fairly wide open. He gets just a little touch on that. I think he scores.
Last handball was on Ontario Fury number 17.
Namatingu played over to Waldman. Now over to Lund. Lund will bring it up the far side. Touches it into the corner, lays it into the middle. Shot! Oh, and goal! Not sure who they'll give that to, but it's 1-1 Stars with the goal.
I think they're going to give that to Pereira, standing on the post to deflect it in off of him. Ontario wanted a handball. We'll see here on the replay. Lund plays it in.
Oh yeah, definitely Pereira gets it off of the side, his body, it goes in. Yep. And then he was apologizing almost. So 4:26 remaining here in the first quarter, 1-1.
And I'll give Jamail Cox the assist on that one. As, boy, the Stars needed that one to get back to a level terms. And welcome to Tacoma, Nick Pereira.
11, Jamail Juice Cox.
So now Cisse working on Derek Johnson. Plays it back. Now Peterson breaks that up. Johnson along the boards, trying to get loose. Cisse ends up taking it away. Gonsalves goes back to Miranda. Miranda will dump it deep. Over the head. A shot blocked. That one by Jensen. Now Johnson giving chase, but Cisse is there to touch it back to Miranda. And now Gonzalez, Juan Carlos Gonzalez, has it taken away. Duncan McCormick plays it deep, but nobody was there. And Gonzalez, Juan Gonzalez, comes up with it. Now, a little bit of a break here. 3-on-2, Moan working to get back. The shot off of the side will roll back near midfield. Now to the yellow line. That is De Oliveira. And now back to midfield again. Right into the middle. Can't get there. The Stars break it up. Now a little bit of a break opportunity. Sends it deep, but Cox was not in the right position. And Ontario broke that up fairly easily. Cisse. Ball just lost. He was looking back at the official, and it just spit away from him. Wanted a foul. Lund will touch it back to Waltman. High pressure by Ontario. Jertson to Waltman. Plays it up to midfield to Lund. Lund loses it. McNeely. Oh, and there's a foul called on Ontario. Now Lund quickly. The shot. Oh, just barely misses. Just wide. Now battle along the boards.
His first foul of the night.
And Miranda will have it. Miranda will send it. Touches it to the middle. That was Nunez. And plays it off Cordero. And now to De Abreu into the corner. And off of the boards.
Ontario doing a good job of utilizing the back heel pass tonight.
Yep.
As they've been doing that quite a bit here. In the early going, 1-1, though, is the score.
1:08 remaining. Touches it across. Man on the far side. It gets all the way out there. Into the middle. Lima can't get the shot off. Will work back and play it. Now over to the far side. Taking a look. Trying to direct some traffic. Nunez will play it back. And they want a handball on Lund. They're going to get it. And so they will have a restart in dangerous position.
Yeah, not a good spot to give up the quick restart here.
Yeah, they got to call that, but it didn't look like a ton. I mean, it wasn't on purpose by any means, but you got to get that. That ball blocked out of there. It was going to be a pass, I do believe, but Hansen did a good job. Now quickly, that was Jamel Cox running onto that loose ball. Almost beat Miranda to it. 26 seconds left. There's a foul, a blue card, I do believe, right? Yep. I think it's going to go to the Stars and Philip Lund, it appears. I didn't see what happened.
Yeah, that's going to be a blue card against Lund, like you said, and I didn't see much. I think tangle of feet more than anything.
Yeah, it was away from the ball.
No argument from Lund, though, so we'll see how this one goes. But yeah, Stars behind the 8 ball now, trying to kill off this penalty with 26 seconds to go in the first quarter, and it is time for
Philip Lund's,
Kenny Loggins.
Sorry, Philip Lund's first trip to the penalty box. So it's a new thing for him as this is his first season of indoor soccer. Shot off of the leg of Matingu. Ontario will keep it though. And down into the corner. A little confusion, but the period will come to an end on a power play for Ontario. 1-1. Stars and Fury all tied up, and we will take a break. Be back in just a minute. This is Star Soccer.
If you want a t-shirt or a scarf, you gotta make some noise. We've got Goleo on the field joining us. It's been a while, Goleo. Welcome back. A good shot. Last t-shirt for the gun. Who wants it? I can't hear you. Oh, that's up here in the booth.
1, Stars and Fury all tied up here after the first 15 minutes of play. We just fed the monsters of the Showwear Center some shirts. They live in the rafters.
Yeah.
They're always appreciative to get a couple of T-shirts when the old gun is fired up a little too much. Here for the call of the second half is John McGlamory. Take it away.
Hey, Brandon, thank you. And just for everybody's knowledge, Monsters wear shirts too, so they do appreciate the shirts. But hey, back to the action we go. There are only, oh, nope, there was 1 star blocked by the official. I was going to say there's only 3 on the field. Chase Hansen hiding from me down there. So Stars still on the penalty kill. Philip Lund, the minute 34 remaining on the power play for Ontario. Not the worst time to get a penalty with the break in between, the period break, because it kind of just disrupts the flow a little bit. And Tacoma gets the ball off the break. Pereira with a shot just wide. And Tacoma keeping it in their attacking zone. But out comes Leonardo de Oliveira, but he loses it right back to Chase Hansen. And he plays it back to Waltman. 1:12 remaining in the penalty. Waltman plays it deep. Pereira heads it down. Picked up by Miranda. And now here come the Fury with 1:04 remaining. Finally getting the ball on the offensive zone. And a shot wide, and it's just booted. How did he miss that?
I don't know.
And now the rebound comes out to Cox. Oh my goodness. Just a sitter. And Macon, looking for a second goal, just kicked it right off the post. I can't believe it. If I didn't see it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it. So now Gonçalves resets the offense. Now De Oliveira, another shot goes wide. 20 seconds remaining in the power play. Tacoma weathering the storm. Here comes De Oliveira. Another shot just wide, and the rebound comes in and hits off of Danny Waltman's back and goes in to the back of the net. Ontario with the power play goal, and they take a 2-1 lead. Boy, just unfortunate for Tacoma here. Oh no, it didn't bounce off his back. I thought it did, but just a perfectly placed shot by Thiago Gonçalves. And he gets the power play goal. 13:33 remaining in the period.
That's Ontario's 7th power play goal of the season on 13 attempts, so they are over 500 now. Meanwhile, Tacoma, they've been pretty good on the power play. That's just their 3rd goal in 11 opportunities.
Yeah, one of their strong suits has been killing off the penalties.
That time they were 8 seconds away from it.
Yeah, unfortunately, they just they got caught up, and boy, it should have been 2-1 a little bit earlier in that power play. I'm still in shock over the miss there by Macon. And boy, Tacoma now finds themselves down 2-1, 13:01 remaining in the second period. My name is John McGlamory, joined by Brandon Sparks on the call. I'm finally healthy, so get to hear all my loveliness here without the coughing. Waltman now has it. Lund out of the penalty box, stays on the field. Now the ball goes into Jertson. He can't get it. Lund gets the rebound off the header. Takes a shot, deflected, almost went in, but went wide. And now Jinho Kim loses it, gets it back, and then leaves it off for Cordero. And a foul's going to be called against Cordero. That's his 2nd of the game as well. And here come the Stars. Evan McNeely, long pass down in the corner, looking for Lund. Lund gets it, but he is fouled. And a foul by Macon de Abreu. And a good spot for Tacoma now with the restart here down in the corner.
Last foul, Fury number 21, Macon de Abreu. His first foul tonight.
Just kind of threw the hip out there, and Took Lund down with them. McCluskey now with the restart. Leaves it off. Matinga with the back heel. Oh, what a great attempt. And I think that Jose Miranda just made a reaction save more than anything, because that was a beautifully timed pass and a wonderful execution on the back heel by Matingu. Just unlucky for Tacoma.
By the way, the assist from Leonardo de Oliveira in the first quarter, that is his 20th point of the season.
Wow,
yeah.
That's impressive.
10 goals and 10 assists now.
That is impressive indeed. Now Lima with it down in the corner, leaves it off. That's Gonsalves. Plays it down low, back to Lima. Douglas Lima. Shot blocked by Peterson, but back into the feet, and a save by Waltman on the shot by Oliveira. Another shot rebounded off the boards. Tacoma needs to get this ball out of here, and now the shot by Lima. No, make that Israel Cisse, and he puts it in the back of the net. Tacoma just couldn't clear the ball out of there, and eventually fell to the feet of Cisse and just roofed it.
This is what Ontario does. They have outshot their opponents in every game except for one this season. I can see why now, because they are putting multiple shots, and it's not even necessarily good shots, but they are making so many opportunities for themselves, and eventually it comes back, and that was a great one for Cisse just to fire it up and jam it home.
But look at the scoreboard though. They only have 3 shots on goal. They have multiple shots, but only 3 on goal. And now this time Chase Hansen takes the rebound off the wall and puts it in the back of the net. Chase Hansen brings Tacoma back within 1, 3-2. And I think Ontario didn't know that Chase was coming in there to get that rebound.
Yeah, I think you're correct. And Nick Pereira paying dividends already. 1 goal and 1 assist. Oh, I take it back. He didn't have that assist.
He had the secondary assist. That was Derek Johnson with the pass off the boards, and nobody from Ontario went to grab it.
That, my friends, is a sliding Wallace-Scora.
Yes. But to finish my thought from earlier, Ontario only has 3 shots on goal and 3 goals, so their shooting percentage at 100% right now. That's pretty good. But they have about 20 shots that didn't meet on frame. So, but here comes Tacoma again on the breakout. That's Jertson. He wins it back, tries to get past Cisse, can't do it. Kept in by Raphael Cox, but cleared out by Cisse. Good job on defense by Israel Cisse. And now Juan Carlos Gonzalez controlling it.
Goal scored by Chase Hansen. His 4th
Ball back to
goal this season.
Gonsalves. That makes me laugh every time I hear it. Beavis and Butthead. Cisse now with it in the corner. Down to Leonardo de Oliveira. Broken up and cleared out by Tacoma and chased all the way back into his own zone. That is number 7, Juan Gonzalez. Steve Mohn back into the game now, playing forward again. He's been playing a lot of forward the last 2 games. Listed as a defender. But he's a big body, and I can see why Darren Sawatsky likes to see him up front.
Officially, Philip Lund's foul was for contact above the shoulders.
Okay.
So, just an FYI, I don't think we ever did see a replay about what had occurred on that play, but that is your official explanation. Oh.
So there's Gonzalez. Quick shot turned around, blocked out of there by Tacoma, and then cleared up over the boards. Tacoma will get it. Alan Matingu plays it back to Danny Waltman. 9:46 to go here in the quarter. 3-2 Ontario the score. Ontario with a power play goal this quarter. And then another beautiful shot by Cisse, matched about 30 seconds later by Chase Hansen. That's where we are now. McCluskey with it at the yellow line, plays it back. Peterson has it. Now McNeely gets it to Lund. Raphael Cox and Vince McCluskey on the field as well. Now McCluskey gets it. Tries to control it, but loses out. And now the break is on, and then it's not. Pulled back by Juan Carlos Gonzalez in Ontario, looking to set up shop a little bit here. Gonsalves plays it down the boards. There's that back heel again, this time Tino Nunez with it. Tried to find Cordero, did, but Cordero's pass couldn't go anywhere, and now a foul on the near boards. This foul is going to be who is the foul going to be on? I believe it's going to be on Thiago Gonsalves.
And it goes the Stars' way. Obviously, people want a blue card out of it, but they're not going to give that.
No. Not a blue card worthy foul. Waltman now a little bit of pressure, plays it up, finds Pereira. Pereira plays it off the boards to himself, controls it. Wonderful ball control by Pereira. Tried to get cleared out. Peterson wins it back, and now Tacoma will reset with Waltman. The silent assassin, Joey Jertson, almost gave it up to Douglas Lima, and then plays it off the official. Lima gets it, but a good job to win it back there by McNeely. And now a blue card is going to be issued to Maicon de Abreu as he got into the legs.
No, he'll get called for an elbow.
Oh, it's elbow. It's an elbow to
that is contact above the shoulders.
Yeah, and that is Philip Lund who. Oh, make that Derek Johnson. And he's getting looked at right in the nose. And it's a yellow card now issued to De Abreu. So we'll give it the blue card and the yellow card treatment. And Derek Johnson's going to leave and go back to the locker room here. 8:20 to go in the period. 3-2 is your score.
One score from around the MASL, a couple actually. Milwaukee. They remain undefeated, 11-0 with an 11-5 win over the Cedar Rapids Rampage. Turlock and San Diego playing as well, and it looks like San Diego has a 2-1 lead over the Express right now. So not out of, it's actually the third quarter at the Turlock Indoor Soccer Center.
Third quarter and it's 2-1. Wow,
yeah.
That's an odd score. Anyway, Stars on the power play. Oh, just wide by Cox. Jertson with the leave-off, headed in by Raphael. Another shot by Jamail. Left in the bicycle kick by Raphael, just off the post. Ontario weathered a big storm right there. Jamail, Raphael, Philip Lund, Nick Pereira, and Joey Jertson are your power play crew for Tacoma right now. Pereira has it. Leaves it over for Jertson. Jertson over to Jamail. Jamail with the shot blocked up into the netting.
And now San Diego gets a third goal, so it is 3-1.
Okay, so 1:18 remaining in the power play. The officials talking about something in the corner. I don't know if a timeout has been called or.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure either. Oh, they're over in the penalty box and over on at the.
We have a 60-second call.
Oh, it is a 60-second
okay,
timeout.
so we got a 60-second timeout. We'll keep it here. We'll keep the action right here, Brandon. 7:37 remaining here in the second quarter. 3-2 is your score. Goals for Tacoma by Nick Pereira and Chase Hansen. Goals for Ontario, Israel Cisse, Thiago Gonsalves, and Maicon de Abreu. De Abreu is actually in the penalty box right now. He got a yellow card as well as a blue card for contact above the head or contact above the shoulders. Not much contact can be made above the head. Restart for Tacoma, leave off for Lund. Lund shoots it right into the hands of Jose Miranda and now tries to get the breakout, but Lund recovers beautifully and gets the ball back to Waltman. And now Lund will restart the action. Jertson, Jamail, Raphael Cox, and Nick Pereira still on the field. Jertson plays it over to Lund. Lund to Pereira, leaves it over. The beautiful assist, and Raphael Cox with the goal. Beautiful pass by Nick Pereira as he finds a wide open Raphael Cox on the far post.
Yeah, that was perfect. Just so calm and collected on that play. Pereira, just a simple little touch over to Cox, and he buries it. Kind of caught the defense a little extended, a little further than you would want them to be if you're Ontario. Let's take a look. Yeah, just a mistake on the back post. He did not stay with Raphael Cox on the post, and he just found himself wide open. Beautiful pass from Pereira. We're all tied up 3-3.
Yeah, and that's Marcus Jordan, who just kind of lost sight of Raphael Cox. So he tried to get back and body him up, just couldn't do it. Now leave-off shot blocked by McNeely. As no time for the weary to rest here is Ontario right on the front foot.
That's the only time I've seen Marcus Jordan out there as well. He seems to be just playing on the penalty kill, and you may want to think about that one.
Yeah, not a good result this time. Steve Moan now and Vince McCluskey out on the field. Make that Philip Lund. And a foul is going to be called on Lund as he held the shirt of Thiago Gonçalves. And we're going to have a restart from the yellow line here.
Number 28, Steve Moan.
Make that Steve Moan. I'm pretty sure the foul should have been against Philip Lund, but Gonçalves with the timeout.
60-second timeout called the field.
6:30 to go here in the second quarter. 3-3 is the score. We'll take a quick break here from the action and be right back with you.
We got ourselves a 3-3 ball game here in the first down. More than worthy enough to get up and dance. It's time for the Tacoma Stars Dance Camp. Show me your moves. There you go. All right, that's good. That's a good start right there.
Back to the action here at the ShoWare Center. Shot blocked up into the netting. Brandon and I, too busy trying to make our dream come true of getting on dance cam. Did not happen again this week. Now the leave-off shot just wide. Rebound saved by Waltman. Kicked out of there. Another shot kicked up into the netting. Troy Peterson with a flying karate kick to block the last shot. And he is a little bit banged up, but very appreciative. Danny Waltman with the handshake here. Look at these stops. Moan, Waltman with the save. Oh, Peterson got brought down. That's what it was. I thought he did the flying karate kick. Nope, he just got karate kicked. So now Waltman with it. Over to Peterson. Peterson loses it, but Chase Hansen right there. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. All tied up at 3. Waltman plays it into the corner. Nobody there. Jinho Kim tries to get out, loses it. McCluskey has it. And he's brought down by a couple of Fury players, but Fury get out. Leonardo de Oliveira going coast to coast with the shot off the boards, hit right off the crease and bounced high in the air. And now here comes Raphael Cox. He's forced to pull it back. It was a 1-on-4. He's joined by Matingu and McCluskey now. And here comes Raphael. Plays it over to Jertson. Jertson, the silent assassin, plays it back to Chase Hansen. And Tacoma will reset. Alan Matingu, the Parisian, in the game, playing keep away with Waltman now. No pressure on Waltman. He can dribble up if he wants. Juan Carlos Gonzalez faked the pressure. Now Waltman plays it in high, and it's going to kick off the top of the glass and go into the netting. So restart. Jose Miranda with it, rolls it up to Douglas Lima. Lima down low. And Matingu with a good job of bodying up his man. Now here comes Pereira. Pereira with the step over. Leaves it over from Matingu. Plays it off to Cox. Jamail puts it in. 4-3 Tacoma. And Nick Pereira with his hand on another goal as he fed Matingu. Matingu fed it right over to Jamail. And Tacoma takes the lead 4-3.
That is the third goal for Tacoma, which has just been a pass to the back post. Let's take a look here. Coming up in a moment. Ontario really struggling defensively to guard this tonight for some reason. Yeah, they're just biting on that first move on just about every goal so far tonight. And that one puts the Stars ahead 4-3.
And Cisse knew it as soon as the ball got kicked over there by Matingu. He knew he was in trouble. And boy, he was right.
They're just the first defender's not getting the support from his other defender behind him on 3 of the 4 goals tonight.
Yeah, Nick Pereira officially with 1 goal and 1 assist, but he's had his hand in all 4 goals tonight and paying immediate dividends for the Tacoma Stars. And here comes Cisse. And Steve Moan with a great job of staying with him, and now a foul called on Moan. Moan doesn't like it.
I mean, even in the 4th goal, Pereira was, I mean, even the first goal, which is not the one I was counting as a back post, Pereira was kind of standing by himself there. Ended up getting it off the side. So that's really been they've been able to exploit that, have the Stars.
Yeah, and no adjustments so far been made by Ontario. They've been, I don't know, it's like the first guy, like you said, just kind of bites on the ball fake and leaves it nobody there to help out. And yeah, the Stars are benefiting for sure. Now the shot just wide by Cordero, and he wins it back but kicks it way out of bounds. And it's going to be a restart coming up for Tacoma. Player changes, Lund coming in, Jertson along with Chase Hansen and Nick Pereira. And Troy Peterson out there as well. Cordero, Tino Nunez, Juan Gonzalez, Jinho Kim, and Thiago Gonçalves on the pitch for Ontario. Now Gonçalves, just the pass was behind him. He had a chance to get out there on one-on-one with the keeper, but the pass just a little late. But now Lima leaves it off for Gonçalves. The shot, and it's blocked out of there by Waltman. Another how did that not go in moment for Ontario.
And then it took a weird bounce off of him again. Lucky that one didn't go in as well.
Yeah, Tacoma has been the beneficiary of a couple good breaks, and now a block on the shot by Hansen leads to a potential breakout here. Pereira to Lund. Lund bodied off the ball, and now Pereira, he is going to get the blue card on the slide tackle.
Yeah, late challenge.
Yep, good call by the officials. Pereira was late, and he knows it. So 2:26 to go here in the first half. Stars up 4-3, but they are going to be a man down here as Ontario begins the power play, which means it is time for Kenny Loggins and the danger zone. Penalty killers for Tacoma. Raphael Cox, Troy Peterson, Alan Matingu, and Chase Hansen.
Penalty killers.
Leonardo, shot wide and high by Gonsalves, not even close. And Ontario either puts it in the net or puts it in the net. A couple of them, to be fair, have gone off the post, but boy, it's all or nothing sometimes. And tonight, Ontario having a tough time getting it on frame. But here they come, still a man up. 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Gonsalves, Cordero. That's Cordero. Now Gonsalves tried to play a quick one down low, and Chase Hansen there with the block. A little cheeky effort there by Gonsalves. Has played it soft on the ground, but Chase Hansen didn't bite. Quick turnaround shot blocked by Peterson. Gonsalves with it once again. Now this shot blocked, that shot by Leonardo de Oliveira blocked. 52 seconds remaining in the penalty, 1:15 remaining in the first half. This one off the boards, no danger there. Gonsalves with it. Gonzalez. Cordero with the shot just wide. Tacoma cannot clear it. Cordero once again. This time it's blocked by Matingu. Gonsalves keeps it in. This time Waltman with the save and knocks it in off the top of the glass. Restart corner kick coming up for Ontario. Boy, the pressure is relentless. 24 seconds remaining in the power play. Tacoma still holding on to a 4-3 lead. Effective blocking by the defenders and good saves by Waltman. This time Cordero blocked out of there by Peterson. Restart again. Here's Gonzalez to Gonsalves, and that's cleared out of there. Gonsalves running out of time. 10 seconds remaining in the penalty. Cordero to Gonsalves, and the penalty is over, but not the danger, as the shot goes just high by Gonzalez, and now a breakout potentially here, but swept up out of there by Miranda as Pereira came out of the box and had an opportunity to break out. 7 seconds remaining in the half. Cordero with the long pass in, cleared out of there by Ontario. And it's going to be a restart for Tacoma with 2.1 seconds remaining in the period. 4-3 is your score, Tacoma, and that's going to be your score heading into halftime, barring a miracle. Matingu, and that'll do it. As we are at the break, 4-3 is your score. And Tacoma coming back from a 2-goal deficit to take a 4-3 lead. And a game that they must win if they want to keep pace with Ontario here in the Pacific Division. So we'll take a short break, enjoy the halftime festivities. We'll be back with you after the half.
He's also playing pretty aggressively. He wants this game. He got a couple fouls. How's Nick fitting into this team?
I think he's already plugged himself right in like a Lego piece. We're happy to have him, and hopefully get a little more rhythm as we go into the third.
Coach, you got a 4-3 lead. What do you got to do to come out and finish this game? Keep the season going.
We got to score more goals than they do.
There you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing tonight? So good to see you. Welcome to the Accesso Showwear Center. We've got the best halftime on the earth right now. We're going to do something a little new. We've got ourselves a little game show. Of course, as you know, 2017 is over. It's now 2018. So I want to see how well these two contestants right here know what happened in 2017. Also, you fans can join in as well. We have our two contestants. Our first contestant is
Kendra.
Kendra. Where are you from?
Everywhere, Seattle, mostly.
Sounds good. And our other contestant?
West.
Where are you from?
Represent Kennedale, Renton.
There you have it. These two contestants are going to answer some questions, multiple choice. First, to answer 4 questions correct, is moving on to the final round for a chance to win an incredible prize. And here are our prizes. We have a beautiful Tacoma Stars blanket. This blanket is also for purchase at a merchandise counter in the concourse. We also have a beautifully signed Tacoma Stars soccer ball and a photo op opportunity with some Stars players after the game. Thank you, Bobaleo. And Barry has got 4 front row seats to a future Stars game. Those are the prizes that are at stake. One of you will win one of those prizes. And we're going to get to the first round. Are you ready?
Trivia. I put the in trivia.
Sounds good. Let's get right to it with the first question. On January 20th, Donald Trump took office as the blank president of the United States. Is it A, 44, B, 45, or C, 46? The first person to raise their hand. Oh.
B, 45.
B, 45, that's correct. She has 1 point. Next question on January 25th. We lost this pop culture icon who co-starred on the Dick Van Dyke Show and became a torchbearer for women with a show named after her. Is it A, Carrie Fisher, B, Mary Tyler Moore, or C, Betty White? We have a hand.
Mary Tyler Moore.
Mary Tyler Moore is correct. She's off to a 2-0 lead. 2 more questions and she's off to the final round. In Super Bowl 51, this team held a 28-3 lead over the New England Patriots in the 3rd quarter. I didn't even give the multiple choice questions, but you know what? Okay.
Falcons.
You were correct, Atlanta Falcons. 2-1. Next question. This rare cosmic event happened August 21st, and it was about 70 miles wide and stretched from Oregon.
Solar eclipse.
A total solar eclipse is correct. It is 3-1. 1 more correct answer, and she's moving to the final round. 7 teams have never won a World Series. This team was on that list until they won the 2017 World Series after 7 thrilling games. We have a hand here.
Houston Astros.
The Houston Astros. These guys don't even need multiple choice. Going crazy. 3-2 is the score. In only 16 days, this movie hit theaters and took #1 spot from Beauty and the Beast. For the win.
It's Star Wars.
Star Wars The Last Jedi is correct. She's moving on to the final round. Sorry, you did well, but not well enough. She's moving to the final round, a chance to win a grand prize. So, we have 3 envelopes held by our beloved mascots. With those prizes that we introduced earlier, you can choose 1 envelope. 1. All right, we have 1. Give that to me. Our final question for the grand prize. This song took top dog in 2017. On a side note, on September 21st, it became the most streamed song on Spotify with over 1.3 billion streams. Is it A, Bruno Mars, What I Like? B, Despacito? Or C, Ed Sheeran, Shape of You?
C.
She says C. She's correct, it's C! She just won the grand prize! A signed ball! And a picture of the Stars after the game. Holy smoke, congratulations! Well done, you won. You've got an autographed ball. And stick around after the game. You can take some pictures with some Stars players. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up! Got a winner actually up in the booth. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm having fun. We got Black Hills FC. Give it up for Black Hills. Welcome to the field, kids. We're going to have ourselves a good old friendly soccer match. We've got Perry going to the far goal. We've got Starman in that goal. Let's get this underway. You ready? Go, go, go. Go score a goal. Who's this 25 kid? He's like 17 years old. Holy smokes. Galileo, do you even know what you're doing? No. All right, Perry's ready. Perry's ready to defend. The first shot to goal is off of the wall, no good. Saved by Perry! What a save! Great move going away, huh? It's a good move. Boy, Black team with all the pressure this game. Oh, watch out. Go, 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 go. Pásale, pásale, pásale. Hey, pásale. All right, green team is finally on the offensive. Starman is ready and primed, ready for a save. Green still going. Uh-oh, here's the breakaway. special welcome to tonight's groups at the arena.
Welcome back to the ShoWare Center. Second half of tonight's game coming up. Big Pacific Division game as the Ontario Fury sit at 5-4 in league play, second in the division. 3-6 are the Stars in third, and right now the Stars have a 4-3 lead. This is the first game of a back-to-back with Ontario. They play tonight here and then next week down in California. And so this one is a big one for the Stars in particular, because you can't fall behind that second place spot.
No, not at the rate that they would if they lose these next two games. That'd be 4 games to make up in 11, and that's a tough task for anybody. So a big second half coming up for Tacoma, and Brandon, you're going to take this one away and call the third quarter action here.
Indeed. Here's Pereira, who's made a quick impact down to Matingu, and now Ontario looks to clear. A little back heel to get out of some trouble. Up to midfield. Cordero will play it back. And now Cisse, who does have a goal tonight. And Tingu knocks his man down. Ontario obviously wanted to call. They do not get it. Not a whole lot there. Cox with some space, plays it off the back. Oh, off the post. And again, he was wide open on the other side, just across the box, and just barely missed.
Yeah, just an unfortunate bounce there. Tacoma feeling the pain that Ontario felt in the first quarter with those post shots, and a foul, a dirty foul there.
Yeah, foul going to be called on Ontario. You're watching the Tacoma Stars on MASL TV. Catch every game each week on the league's official streaming home, MASL.TV. So after the foul, back underway, McNeely. And now Pereira down in the corner, backing up. Plays it to McNeely. McNeely into the middle, takes a shot, blocked. Cox will play it back to Peterson. Peterson over to McNeely, near midfield. Play it up to the yellow line to Pereira. Pereira walking up, taking a look, a little touch into the corner. Gets shoved off the ball. Pereira wanted the foul, doesn't get it. Now Ontario struggling to get it out of their own zone. Tied up along the boards. Pereira doing battle. Actually, McNeely, excuse me, he goes down. And then a foul is going to be called against Ontario as they argued, and that McNeely restarted it, and it gets stopped. Imagine that's going to be a warning. And now Jamail Cox will restart.
Last foul's on number 10. That's Leonardo de Oliveira. His first foul tonight. Also, bench warning issued to Ontario Fury.
Yep, the bench warning issued to Ontario for the stopping that. The shot. Oh my goodness! Goal! Jamail Cox one time. 5-3 Stars.
And Tacoma giving themselves a little bit of breathing room now early in the third quarter.
I did not expect him to take that shot, and that was an absolute rocket.
Yeah, his second goal of the night. And boy, what a goal that was. We'll see the replay here. Just took a quick deflection off of Juan Gonzalez and went right in.
That ball goes back to Waltman. So 5-3 Stars. Ball in the air. Peterson, just takes a little touch over the board. And so Ontario will have a restart. McCluskey gets the turnover. Now Raphael Cox will play it across. McCormick.
His 5th goal of the season.
That was Jamel Cox's 5th goal of this season. McCluskey back to Raphael. And now the Stars will work it around. Play it back to Peterson near midfield. That was just a completely unexpected play from the Stars. That is not typically what they do on a restart, even in, good positions. Now McCluskey, one-on-one, the shot saved by Miranda. McCluskey didn't get all of it. Miranda got a piece and went up into the boards.
Yeah, but you're absolutely right. That was from distance. That was from a long ways away. And Tacoma not known for that sort of improv, and it worked out for him.
Oh, Lima takes the shot. Waltman makes the save. I'd like to see a replay of that. I think he may have gotten that off the jaw.
Yeah, that was a face save if there ever was one.
Now McCluskey almost over the boards. Lima again in the middle. And now Jertson plays it back, but to nobody. Cisse, the sliding block by Lund. One more time into the middle. Peterson is there to break it up, and they'll send it all the way back.
Yeah, fans starting to get into it a little bit more here. Great sliding block by Philip Lund. Brought the crowd to their feet.
Oh, and that ball just weird. I don't know, did Waltman get a piece of it to knock it into the post?
He did. He got just a fingertip on it. You could hear the two distinct slaps, one of the fingers and one on the post. Ontario denied once again by the red.
Man to keep an eye on, Nick Pereira is out there again. He stands near Miranda. That ball will go to him in the corner. Pereira. That ball blocked. Jensen had an opportunity, but now a break for Ontario. Jensen gets back, breaks it up. Waltman clears it, but can't get it clear. Tried to clear it, can't get it clear. Luckily, it doesn't hurt him. Cox now, Raphael, little touch into the middle, plays it over. Pereira, nice touch. Matingu, shot across, plays it in goal! Raphael Cox, 6-3 Stars.
And once again, Brandon on the breakout, but nonetheless, Tacoma with a wide open shot from the far post. This time Matingu again finds Raphael Cox, and Raphael Cox up on the boards, getting the crowd into it. 6-3 is your score.
Now let's take a look at the replay here. Beautiful ball by Pereira. Matingu, this is the same exact play. Every play so far tonight for Ontario has been exactly that. The Stars streaking down one side, play it across to a man wide open.
This one a little different though, as Ontario's defense just stopped.
Right.
I mean, Tacoma's two offensive players were the only ones running towards the goal. Jinho Kim just kind of frozen his tracks, and Raphael Cox wide open on the back post. Tacoma starting out the second half just the way you want them to.
Fans, don't forget about
Ontario takes a timeout. We'll take a short timeout as well. You're watching Tacoma Stars Soccer.
Where you have an opportunity to win some incredible prizes, including an upcoming suite experience and some front row seats to an upcoming Stars game. Mini balls are just $2 a ball. And the van will make its rounds around the entire field, giving everybody an opportunity to win those fabulous prizes. Once again, you have only until the start of the third quarter to purchase those mini balls. Get them now here in the concourse.
So Rafael Cox's 4th goal of the season, and the Stars take a 3-goal lead, 6-3. Ontario now trying to get back in this thing. Touches it back out. Cisse will take it to the far side. Now Moan, now to McCormick. McCormick, who took a nasty elbow to the eye. He's lucky it just ended up being a big cut, nothing worse.
Yeah, that was quite the experience for him.
Now Lund will play it back to Peterson. Peterson over to Lund. Now Waltman will send it deep into the corner. Ball takes a wicked bounce into the middle. Ontario's there to take it away, and they'll play it back to Miranda. Back over to Miranda once again. A whistle, blue card going to be called away from the ball. Not exactly sure what it's going to be. It might be too many men on the field. A substitution infraction of some kind. We'll have to see. I didn't see what happened, but the way that they were reacting, it didn't seem like it was anything contact-wise. I think it was just too many men. Somebody made a mistake on a sub.
And we still don't know which team it is on, as nobody's made a move to the bench.
It's definitely on Ontario. They pointed right away to Ontario.
Oh, okay, there you go. But nobody's in the penalty box.
Coming over to take the penalty. Finally.
Last spells against Fury.
Jiho Lee going to make his way to the penalty box. It's the most action he has seen all night, I believe. I haven't seen him in the game.
So 6-3, Stars with the lead, 8:58 remaining, third quarter. Stars on the power play. Again, they've been pretty good. They've scored once tonight.
2-minute power play for your Tacoma Stars.
You've got Pereira, Lund, Jertson, Raphael, and Jamail Cox out there. Jertson at the top will send it into the boards. More of a pass than a shot. Just didn't quite find the target. Got a little bit of a deflection as well. Jertson now over to Lund. Lund across. Cox to Cox. Lund down to Pereira, touches it across and goal! And just a mistake maybe. And the Stars take a 7-3 lead with 8:15 remaining here in the third quarter.
And you've got to feel bad for Ontario, as once again, the Stars look to have that wide open back post. Pereira going to pass it across. This time Ontario gets back, but they knock it into their own goal.
So yeah, we'll see who they credit that one to, but that was definitely knocked in by an Ontario player.
Yeah, Nick Pereira is going to get the goal. It's going to be his second of the night.
Ontario own goal has been credited number 22, Stars number 22, Nick.
Yep, that's Nick Pereira. Saved by Waltman. A turn, another save by Waltman. Kick save and a beauty. Goes back to Lima. Lima will play it over into the midfield circle, the center circle. Brand new center circle.
Yeah, and that makes 6 straight goals now for Tacoma in this ballgame.
Yeah. You are correct. It is a 6-goal binge for the Stars. 7-3, 7:30 remaining, third quarter of play. McCormick. It goes all the way back to Cisse. Into the far corner to Lund, and now to Peterson. Looking to get out of their own zone are the Stars. Hansen. Ooh, and McCormick just gets run over by Cisse, so a foul called on the Fury.
Just plowed into the back by Israel Cisse. Duncan McCormick not having a good couple of weeks here.
Pereira now to Peterson and over to Lund. Lund is going to wait for another man to get back out on the field. He's got Matingu out there as Peterson ran off as soon as he delivered the pass. Lund over to Waltman. Stars content to take a little bit of time here. Ontario not pressing at all, allowing them to just pass it around a bit. Now Waltman deep to Pereira. Pereira, a little chip, the double team, he breaks it. Lund shot just wide.
And Lund looked more like a pass style shot than a real shot. Unfortunate for him.
Opportunity for Ontario, just high. Not sure if Waltman got a hand on that or not. Touches a little bit high. Now Matingu. And it will be played back to Waltman. The press coming up a little bit higher now for Ontario, but Jamel Cox gets it in some space. To Lund near the yellow line, and he has it taken away, fights for it. McCluskey comes over. McCluskey gets hit right in the jaw again. The foul going to be called against Ontario. Just a foul. They're not going to call a blue card or anything.
Yeah, that's Micon again. And boy, you look at the replay, how is that not a blue card? Unbelievable.
McCluskey's up, and it will be a restart for the Stars. Now we've seen Jamel Cox dangerous. Not quite from this position. That one just played into the middle and broken up. Matingu giving chase over to the far side. That is Kim, plays it back. Near side to De Abreu. He gets it back, and just nothing in the middle. McNeely's there to break it up. That pass had Lund kind of going the wrong way. Now a shot saved by Waltman. Touched off the wall by McCluskey. Play it back to Waltman.
What a great save by Waltman. He's been unbelievable tonight.
As the song plays, Rafael Cox off the wall. Nobody there. Matingu having a hard time tracking it down. Now plays it once back all the way across. Cox. And over to Jamel. I never noticed before, but the Cox brothers, they just have Cox on the back of their name. Neither of them get a J or an R.
No.
It's the first time I've noticed that this season.
You know who they are.
Well, we know who they are. Pereira. Peterson, and now to Hansen. And over to Waltman again, just kind of content, taking a little bit of time. Pereira off the head. Lund trying to body it down. Or McCormick, excuse me. Just a little bit of a trip from McCormick. Gets called for it.
Fouls on Stars number 6, Duncan McCormick. First foul of the night.
Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams. Make sure you are following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and MASL Arena on Twitter. 7-3 Stars. Now, into some space. Has to stop to get it back, and the Stars recover. shot saved. Ooh, and ankle injury possible for Gonsalves. He's going to get up and he's fine. And now Pereira bringing it up, takes the shot. Miranda with the save up into the netting. So the Stars will have a restart.
And I think Miranda was fooled by that, as he just barely got some hands to that one and was able to force it up over the glass. Pereira has been everywhere tonight, Brandon.
He has. He's been very impressive in his debut for the Stars. Oh, and that ball across the goal mouth. Shot, goal! Troy Peterson puts the Stars up 8-3 with 3:02 remaining here in the third quarter.
Troy Peterson, just a simple rebound. He just shot it back at the goal, and Miranda could not react in time. You'll see here on the replay. If we get it, here it comes. Just comes off the boards, nobody there, and he just shoots it right back in. Troy Peterson, as easy as you come, puts the Stars up 8-3.
Yeah, just a beautiful shot from Troy Peterson.
2 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
And so the Stars have an 8-3 lead. They have scored 7 straight. 2:54 remaining in the third. Cisse, and just nothing behind that. He had a man running, but that ball went straight into Waltman's breadbasket.
Yeah, everything working tonight for the Stars. Waltman's been good. The attack's been great. The penalty or power play's been excellent.
Shot by Jertson. Goal! Joey Jertson off the rebound, and he buries it. 9-3 Stars.
And right on cue, the breakout comes, and Tacoma one more time puts it in the back of the net. And the route is on. 9-3 here in the third quarter.
8 straight goals by the Tacoma Stars, and they have a commanding lead with 2:30 remaining in the third.
This time Matingo leaves it off for McMahon. Make that McCormick. Shoots it across and falls to Jertson, and Jertson knows what to do with it. And the Stars extend their lead even further.
Joey Jertson, his 5th goal of the season. Has 9 points this season. Let's see if Ontario can finally answer, as it has been all Stars since Ontario took a 3-1 lead.
And with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, the Stars already exceeding their high point total for the season.
Indeed. So now into the middle. Shot just a little bit wide by Oliveira. And now Abreu will play it back. Ontario trying to get something going. 1:22 remaining. De Oliveira plays it back to Cisse. Cisse across. Gonsalves. Shot, another save by Waltman. The rebound high up into the netting, and the Stars will have an opportunity, about a minute left, for another attack here at the end of the third quarter. A lot of these unassisted tonight. Jertson, Peterson, Pereira, Jamel Cox's, all unassisted.
I've only got 5 assists down for the Stars tonight, and that is, and I gave one to McCluskey on the last goal, but I don't know if I would count that as an assist.
Officially right now, they do not have him down as an assist. Sturtson is all. And I don't know what the call is. Everybody's unhappy.
They're saying it's out of bounds off of Tacoma.
I see. .33 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Gonzalez, Juan Carlos plays it across. Lima, touch it back. Blocked by Lund and up into the seats. Shot saved by Waltman. The rebound, he gets it. Clears it out. Now Lund fighting for it. And, oh, they're going to call a foul on Lund.
I think they're going to get it for a handball.
Okay, perhaps. Those two are just battling. I wouldn't think that there would have been a foul on either of them on that. Matingu tying it up in the corner, and that will do it for the third quarter of play. As the Stars pounce on the Fury and take a 9-3 lead going into the final 15 minutes of tonight's game. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Tacoma Stars Soccer.
Mini ball toss. Once again, you're allowed to throw as many balls as you purchase into our Tacoma Stars van, and you'll have an opportunity to win some great prizes, including a suite experience. An upcoming Stars game. Also, we have front row seats. The van will make its way all the way down to the other side of the field and then come back. So wait for your best shot to try and get in the vehicle. We've already got balls flying. We've got the windows open. Get those mini balls into the van. Chance to win a suite and front row. The balls that make it inside the van will be drawn for the grand prize of a suite. And now we have our famous Easter egg. We got our little minions coming out to collect the mini balls, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for playing Tacoma Stars mini ball toss. If you didn't get it in, don't worry. Come to our next home game on January 14th for your opportunity to buy more mini balls and win that grand prize. Once again, our next home game, January 14th. Get your tickets now at the ShoWare Center box office, or you don't even have to leave your seat. Pull out your cell phone. Go to TacomaStars.com and click on tickets. Fans, it's been an incredible night. Let's keep it going. January 14th. Right here at the Accesso ShoWare Center. Let's pack the house. We'll see you then.
Welcome back to the ShoWare Center. 9-3. The Stars have the lead. 15 minutes remaining here. Of course, this is a home-and-home series for the next two games between the Fury and the Stars. This is a big one. Can't fall behind in the Pacific Division. And right now the Stars trail by 2 games, but they have this game. I wouldn't say they have it sewn up. We've seen crazier things, but 9-3, a pretty healthy lead. Here for the call of the 4th quarter is John McGlamory.
Thank you, Brandon. And I wouldn't say it's sewn up, but it is well in hand. Pereira now leaves it. Blocked by Miranda. Cox keeps it in. That's Raphael. Plays it back to Evan McNeely. And now Waltman has it. Pereira been nothing short of spectacular tonight, as he has 2 goals and an assist. If this was hockey, he'd have 3 assists, but no secondary assists in the MASL. But he has been everywhere, and it's reflected on the score line. 9-3 the score here in the 4th quarter. So there's Gonsalves looking for Cordero, finds him. And now 6th attacker already for Ontario.
What do you got to lose, right?
Yeah, hey, you're down 6. You've got nothing left to lose. You have an opportunity to widen the gap with a division rival. You do anything you can. Now Cordero leaves it off. Back heel to Cordero. Had nobody between him and the goal, but he played it back. And now kicked out of there by Tacoma. Gonsalves with it. Plays it across. Not held in by Macon. And cleared out by Jertson. Jertson now leaves it for Pereira. Now a 3-on-2. But Pereira pulls it back. A couple changes made by the Stars. Jamail Cox with it, but loses it. Troy Peterson loses it now to Cordero. Now Lima plays back to Cisse. And I don't have a number on the extra attacker yet. So that was a shot by Andy Reyes. Haven't seen him much tonight at all. And it's blocked out of there by McNeely.
The Tacoma Stars would like to thank Miter USA for providing today's match balls. Miter, founded in Huddersfield, England, is among the world's oldest sporting goods brands, starting production in 1817. Miter is a proud partner of Major Arena Soccer League, providing arena-specific match balls to both the MASL and MASL2.
And back to the action. Cordero leaves it off for Reyes. Reyes plays it over to Oliveira. Oliveira to Cordero. Now to Juan Gonzalez. Now to the extra attacker. I believe is Maicon de Abreu, but I could be mistaken here. I'm just trying to find his number on his shorts there. Oh, leave off up into the stands, as that was Marcus Jordan, who tried to get a better foothold on it, couldn't do it, and the ball goes up and over this glass into the netting. Restart. It's still there. It is still there, Brandon. The ball is stuck, but a restart nonetheless.
I think if that's the situation, if that ball...
Oh, now we got a breakout. Here's Pereira one-on-one against the 6th attacker. Oh, Pereira just hits it high off the post. Had his man beat. And Pereira just couldn't fight him, and now he leaves it off for McCormick. McCormick plays it back to the middle. Pereira wins it back, but played out of there by Juan Carlos Gonzalez. And now here comes Douglas Lima.
Pereira just teed that thing up. He took a hard shot.
He sure did.
Got a little bit under it.
Just missed putting it in for the 10th goal of the night. 11:18 to go here in the quarter, in the game. And here comes Reyes. Reyes high off the glass. Lund gets to it first. Lund looks to break out but can't do it.
I kind of have to wonder if you're a guy like Pereira and you see that extra attacker standing there, not a guy typically used to using his hands. Is the thought you want to just blast him as hard as you can?
I don't know. I mean, you think you'd be able to beat him, I wouldn't say easily, but maybe somebody not used to playing that position, like you said, might be able to get around him a little more easier. Now Lund able to clear it.
Everybody clap your hands.
6-on-5 right now in the attacking zone. There's Gonsalves cleared out. Waltman gets it. And that is actually Jose Manuel Gonzalez, who is the 6th attacker. Finally get the right angle on the shorts to get a look on the small number there. And there Moan has it now. Tries to leave it off for McCormick, but can't do it. Shot and the goal. Boy, right off the bench. And the goal for number 10, Leonardo de Oliveira, his first of the night. Boy, he just came right in off the bench and put it right past Waltman. And it is 9-4. Breaks a streak of 8 straight goals by Tacoma. And now Ontario down by 5, leaving the 6th attacker in with 9:50 to go in the ballgame.
That did, though, take 5 minutes and 10 seconds to get that first goal. And that's the only thing I don't like about the 6th attacker. You sometimes you take your time a little bit too much.
And now Tacoma with the breakout. Looking for Jertson. He can't get to it. He plays it off the boards. Now McNeely has it. And then plays it back to Waltman. I think Tacoma's going to look to maintain possession as best they can. Don't force the issue and just let the time kind of slip away. There's Cordero with it now. Plays it into Cisse. Cisse bodied up by Rafael Cox. And Gonzalez unable to clear it, and McNeely gets it. Plays it to Matingo. Now back to McNeely. And he's going to play it back to Waltman, and here come the Stars, wasting more time. 9 minutes to go. Matingo taken down from behind, and a foul is going to be called against Leonardo de Oliveira, the goal scorer.
Last foul is on Fury number 10, Leonardo de Oliveira. His second foul of that.
Waltman now plays it down low, looking for Pereira. Can't find him, but headed only as clear as Lund. Lund gets around the corner. No foul taken down, and now a foul called on Lund as he maybe a little frustrated that he didn't get the call his way. Committed the foul, and now Ontario with the restart. Jose Manuel Gonzalez plays it down for Lima.
Last foul is on the Stars number 8, Philip Lund.
Now the shot and the score.
Ooh, just a little deflection.
Little deflection there. The shot by Juan Gonzalez, the defender. And now look at that. Ontario down by 4. 9-5 is your score.
Number 7, Juan Gonzalez. Scored with 8 minutes, 24 seconds.
The first one took 5 minutes and 10 seconds. That one took 1.5 minutes.
Not a good trend if you're the Tacoma Stars.
No. There's still 4 more to go.
But I think Tacoma needs to look to be a little bit more aggressive here, and almost a bad giveaway there. And now the high pressure coming from Ontario. Waltman plays it down far, and it's going to be headed out of play.
I think it was headed back into play by
by the fan in the front row.
The fan in the second row there.
Or second row. Well, earlier the fan who caught the ball looked perplexed as to whether he could do it or not. Now the long attempt again by Jameel Cox, this time way high and way wide.
He had one of those. Yeah, one of those go in earlier. He decided he wanted to try again.
Hey, and why not? 8:08 to go here in the ball game. 9-5 is your score. Tacoma has seen their 6-goal lead shrink to 4 via the 6th attacker by the Ontario Fury. And now back post leaved off. Waldman with a save. And Tacoma hanging on now. Juan Manuel Gonzalez.
I'm just going to say it. A truly strange time to play Sweet Caroline.
Very odd indeed. Jose Manuel Gonzalez now leaves it off to Maicon de Abreu. Leaves it in play, heads it back, cleared out by Tacoma. But only as far as Lima. Lima blocked by Pereira. Lima chases it back to midfield. All the action in the Ontario offensive end right now. Now the sixth attacker, Gonzalez, over to Lima. Lima shot off the boards, and it's blocked. Could have been a handball, but no handball called. And here comes Jamail on the breakout. Jamail tries to beat his man and saved by Jose Manuel Gonzalez. Ontario on the other end couldn't believe that that ball didn't go in the net. And now a blue card is going to be called against Rafael Cox as he and Douglas Lima get into it. So everything breaking Ontario's way right now except for the scoreboard, but they are closing the gap here in the fourth quarter.
We have a 60-second timeout on the field, 60 seconds.
We've got a timeout on the field. We'll be right back to finish the call of the game. You're watching Tacoma Stars Soccer on MASL TV.
Come on, satellites, bang the drum, let's go!
Back to the action here. Beautiful downtown Kent, Washington. The Excesso Showwear Center. 9-5 is your score. 6:45 remaining in the game. This is going to be a 6-on-4. The extra attacker stays on. Tacoma also, with the blue card foul against Rafael Cox, find themselves in a power play situation, or a penalty kill situation, excuse me. And it is going to be 6-on-4. Here comes Gonzalez. Gonzalez plays it off. Shot just wide by Leonardo de Oliveira. Not cleared. Juan Manuel Gonzalez to Cordero. Shot blocked by Peterson. Juan Manuel Gonzalez, or Jose Manuel Gonzalez, excuse me. This time the shot is blocked by Waltman. Leonardo again with the shot. Gonzalez to Cordero. Cordero down in the corner. Back to Gonzalez. Leonardo off the boards. Matingu tries to clear it, only clears it in to the stands, and we'll have a restart on the sidelines. Nope, they're going to bring it up top. Minute 10 remaining in the penalty, 5:54 in the game. Stars holding on to a 4-goal lead, 9-5. This time the shot by Oliveira, saved by Waltman, but slips through. And it's another goal for Ontario. Leonardo de Oliveira, his second of the quarter.
A game of runs for sure in this one. 8 straight goals by the Stars, and now 3 straight for Ontario. Just 3 goals down.
Yeah, 3 goals down in Tacoma, with showing no signs of offensive life here, other than that one-on-one with Pereira that he just missed by a couple inches there. So Tacoma needing to hang on here, but need to also push the offense here. Now here comes Matingu with some space. Matingu, the shot and the score! Alan Matingu blasts it past Jose Manuel Gonzalez, and Tacoma gets one back.
He just had a head of steam a ton of room to run. I mean, he put that ball out in front of him from almost midfield to the yellow line and then just blasted it.
And there's nothing that his defenders could do.
Yeah, look at how far he puts this in front of him. He gets it at the yellow line and fires it. He had that much space. He touched that at midfield in front of him and then came and got it at the yellow line.
Yeah, just lax defense there. No other way to say it there by Ontario. Now leave off by Douglas Lima. The shot just past Waltman, but off the boards and not in. Boy, back and forth action here at the ShoWare Center. Here comes Gonzalez, the 6th attacker. And he plays it over to Gonsalves. Back to Gonzalez. Gonsalves with it. Back to Gonzalez, now Lima. Still 6-on-5 with the extra man. The leave off by Cisse. Not cleared by Tacoma, but the shot by Gonsalves up into the net, and I think he took that one off the inside of his ankle. That one's gonna hurt. 4:51 to go here in the 4th quarter. Tacoma up 10-6. Here comes Reyes, Andy Reyes with it now over to Gonzalez. Plays it to Juan Gonzalez. Now over to Jose Gonzalez. Back to Juan Gonzalez. Ontario taking a lot of time here to get something going. And that one was cleared out, and that should have been a shot by the Ontario player, but he backheeled it into the corner. He had nobody on him. So Tacoma still on the back foot, but a bad giveaway now, and Lund has it, and he's trying to chip. He's going to chip it into the goal! Philip Lund breaks out the bow and arrow after the midfield chip shot, and Tacoma can breathe a little easier now, finding themselves up 5. 11-6.
Absolutely perfect chip. Sometimes you see guys panic a little bit on that and fire it wide, but he just very calmly and coolly just chipped it up and over. 11-6. 9th goal of the season for Philip Lund.
Absolutely cool as the other side of the pillow, as my man Stuart Scott would say.
R.I.P.
As that was not even from midfield, that was from the yellow line. So a 3/4 field chip shot by Lund. Now the header across by Lima. Cisse with it to Leonardo. Leonardo gets it back. Looks for an opening, can't find one. Plays it off to Juan Gonzalez, to Jose Gonzalez, back to Juan Gonzalez. Now the shot saved by Waltman, and Waltman picks it up again. Lima was there for the header if Waltman hadn't have picked that one out of the air, and now Jertson on the breakout plays it back to the middle. Oh, he had Raphael, but wisely deciding to bleed some time here. Plays it back to Waltman. Waltman now down to McCluskey, heads it back into the field of play, and it's left off. Jertson now one-on-one. Jertson the shot. What a save by Gonzalez. The non-keeper with a beautiful save on the shot by Jertson. Ontario, though, needs to move, down by 5 with 2.5 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Leonardo with it back to Gonzalez. Plays it across the field. Reyes, shot blocked up, out of play. Great block by Jertson on the shot by Andy Reyes.
Brought to you by Center Collision.
Don't call it a comeback.
Don't know if you should have the blue card. As
Yeah, I'm not sure about that as the collision of the game.
But hey, we're not in charge of that one. So, nevertheless,
that was when you. That's not so much a collision as when you accidentally run on. You go backwards through the the spikes.
Shot goes wide. Shot by Juan Gonzalez. Juan Gonzalez gets it back. Plays it over to Leonardo. The shot goes wide. Held in by Maicon. And blocked out of there. Matingu looked for the,
he definitely
the long
did.
shot, but just plays it down the boards. He wanted that. You could see it in his eyes. Here comes Lima. Lima with a long shot. Saved by Waltman. Waltman has been very, very good tonight.
Unless a miracle happens, this will move the Stars to 4-6 on the season, and Ontario 5-5 in the next game, January 11th.
Shot goes wide against these very Ontario Fury.
Yep, in Ontario.
And now a steal by Pereira. Pereira looked to chip, but plays it back wisely. The Inland Empire Arena?
No.
No, just the Inland Empire.
Yes. The Inland Empire of the Los Angeles area. Whatever you call it. My apologies to everybody in Ontario.
Shot saved by Waltman. Interesting chant by the crowd right now, as I don't believe that Portland has an MASL team. Matingu with it. Plays it over to Pereira. What a game for Pereira in his debut for the Tacoma Stars. 43 seconds to go here in the ball game, and both sides content to let the time run out on this one. Waltman throwing the gloves already. 30 seconds to go. Players are taking off their shin guards. If the officials could stop the clock, they would, but they can't. 11-6 is going to be the final. Tacoma fell behind early 3-1. Rattled off 8 straight to take a 9-3 lead. Ontario made it interesting here in the fourth, but 2 late goals by the Stars is going to wrap this one up. And the Tacoma Stars start off 2018 with a victory. 11-6 is your final. We are going to be back here at the ShoWare Center on January 14th. That is a Sunday night at 5:05 against the Turlock Express. Be sure to tune in next weekend as the Stars go to Southern California to take on the Ontario Fury and the San Diego Sockers on back-to-back nights. And Brandon, any last words from the broadcast tonight?
Well, just a big win, and just stay tuned because that game down in Ontario is a huge game on the 11th. Can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, absolutely. And welcome to Tacoma, Nick Pereira. What a calming influence he was on the field tonight. He's going to leave here with 3 points, but could have been much more. But Tacoma with the 11-6 win. Thank you for watching us here on MASL TV. Don't forget to follow the Tacoma Stars on Facebook and Twitter. And we will see you in a couple weeks. Thank you for watching.
For another important divisional game.